Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show, and as part of our Youth Sports Alliance coverage, I'm very happy to have the Park City Ice Miners here. At least, well, I've got the director, and that is Mike Adamek, and then next to him, we've got Andrew Peterson, who is the goalie of the team. Welcome both of you to the show. It's great to have you guys here.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm a big hockey fan. I don't know if you know this, but I love the game. I'm a horrible skater, though. Otherwise, I would be trying to play with you guys. But talk to me about what the Youth Sports Alliance offers in the way of hockey. This team has been organized for a little while now.
Yeah, so we're more than just one team. We have 11 teams in our program. 11 teams in our program.
Wow.
All the way from mites, which is 8 and under, to 18 and under. Our 16 under team has Andrew Peterson as our goaltender. We have travel teams, house teams, kind of run the gamut, which is pretty awesome for this small town.
That's excellent. Yeah. All right, I got to get right to the main question I have for Adam here. Favorite goalie of all time?
Probably Henrik Lundqvist, probably. I like him.
Okay, all right.
The king.
The king.
Yeah, all right. Okay, that's good. I'm a Patrick Waugh guy.
Oh, yeah.
I can't help that. He's my favorite as far as pros. And then I gotta go back to the 1980 hockey team for my other stuff. Yeah. Wow. That's awesome.
Kind of can't go wrong with those two, right?
I think they're pretty much two of the best hockey goalies ever to play the game, for sure. But the goalie is such an integral. I'm not sure that, in soccer, the goalie important, certainly. But the number of shots on goal, I don't think, are nearly the number, not even close to what a hockey player has taken on. It is probably, arguably the hardest position. I gotta say. Would you say that's a fair and accurate statement?
It's a lot. I mean, if you're in the zone, it's a lot mental. It's a mental. You got to get in the zone, and then you just gotta see the puck.
Yeah, how you see the puck is the question.
You just got to get in that zone where you just got to find that.
If you're like Andrew, you're taller than everybody. You just see over
them. That's helpful. Yeah. How old are you?
I am 15.
And how tall are you?
6'3".
That's pretty impressive. Yeah, that helps.
He's going to be 6'6", probably.
Right? And everybody looks at you and like, is he really that, they probably don't think he's the right age, right? For the team.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun when you have that problem.
Yeah.
That's a good problem to have.
It is a good problem.
How do you see the puck, though? I mean, we're talking at slap shots above 100 miles an hour. How do people see that?
Practice, I guess. Just practice day after day after day.
Yeah. I mean, just following the puck. I mean, the whole idea is to get you a little confused, right?
Yeah. About
where the puck's going. Just a couple fake shots, a couple passes, one-timer, and the next thing you know, you got to catch it.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Thank you.
How long have you been playing since you were a kid?
Yeah, actually, my brother first strapped on like these really old leather pads in the basement because he was just started to play hockey, and he's like, I need someone to shoot on.
Really?
That's how I got.
That's usually how it goes.
That's usually how it
goes. The younger brother or sister is taking shots from the older brother and sister, and they fall in love with it, and then they get stuck in it.
Liking it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got to be honest. One of the best parts about that position, I think, is the amount of padding.
Yeah.
I'm kind of okay with that.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, if you're going to play hockey and you're going to get beat up a little bit, I kind of wouldn't mind a little padding and a better face mask.
Definitely necessary.
I mean, you got all your teeth. That's something right there.
That's good.
Why do you love hockey so much? You as the director, you've got to be the one that loves it the most.
Yeah, so I grew up playing hockey in California. Played junior hockey, college hockey, a little bit of pro hockey. So it's kind of been my life since I was way younger than Andrew. And so kind of transferring from playing pro hockey into a real job was a lot easier because hockey's involved. I felt like I never really gave up the game, and
because for a lot of people that's really hard, especially once you start playing for money. Pay the bills, right?
It made my retirement from pro hockey way easier. I stayed in the game, get to work with young, awesome kids still. Have been in Park City now for almost 10 years and really fell in love with the town, and hope to continue to grow our program. I think it's headed in the right direction. We went from 4 teams 4 years ago, like I said, up to 11 teams now. It's pretty awesome.
That is. Yeah. That's a lot of opportunity for a lot of young people to get their first chances on the ice. Talk about your pro time. Tell us about that.
So I played in the Midwest. I played at Lake Superior State University for college, and after college, I played in Boise for a little bit, in Tulsa, and Bloomington, Illinois. I kind of rode all over the Midwest, and that was one of the reasons why it was also easy to retire. Kind of bouncing around all over the place and not knowing where you're going to spend.
Cold, lonely roads.
Exactly. It wasn't lonely. I was already married with my wife.
Oh, okay.
Bethany,
So not so bad?
Not so lonely, but definitely cold roads.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Yeah.
Long, cold
Exactly.
roads. Yeah.
Exactly.
Those cornforfields get a little unfriendly.
The buses in the minor pro hockey aren't much fun either. They're long trips.
Yeah. It's long and smelly.
Exactly. Exactly.
I've been aboard a couple of them as a journalist.
Yeah.
It's a little rough.
Yeah.
Like, wow,
Yeah.
how do you guys hack this? This is, whew. Well, those pads get a little stinky.
Exactly.
Let's talk about why you love the game so much. What's your love of it?
I don't know. I love being with a team. When you have that good gel with your whole team, like we did last year, we took states, went to nationals. That gel, you love everyone like a brother.
Last year when we had the fellas in, they were pretty excited. And we never got to really hear what happened, so we should probably get a little recap.
At nationals?
Yeah.
So last year we won states at the 16 and underage division. Won our first game at nationals. Had a close second game that we lost, I believe, in overtime.
Yeah.
2 or 3 kids got hurt. It was
Yeah.
kind of a bad day. We had to win our third game over Team Wyoming, actually, to get into the semi, and just couldn't get it done. So
Those country boys put the hurt on every now and
they
then,
actually
don't
they actually ended up winning the national title.
It's fine to lose to the guys who win the whole thing.
Even though they're our rivals, it was
Yeah.
a little bit. You could swallow it a little bit easier.
Yeah. And they are your rivals,
Yes.
with good reason.
Yes.
I don't know. You love to put the hurt back in the
We
Cowboys
went back
a little,
and played them this past season in November and swept them 3 games. So we kind of made up for it a little bit, but
Yeah, for sure.
they
That's good.
they took the number at nationals, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, it's everybody's got to have a turn,
Exactly.
right? Talk about this facility that you guys have, because that makes these offerings that we have for young people. That's why it's available. We have an incredible ice rink.
Yeah, our ice rink is awesome. The staff over there is awesome. Amanda treats us really well. We don't get to pick our ice times, but we do. They work with us very well. We have our skate treadmill up in there, which is pretty cool. It's a plastic treadmill, if you can picture it, with little slots that are about 1.5 inches wide. That just, if once it gets going fast enough, it feels like ice.
Really?
So that kids can work on their form, skating form, conditioning, all that stuff. Our rink has been key in the growth of our program for sure.
That's amazing, though. So can you skate backwards on it and everything? What can you do?
If you're good enough at it.
I'm not good skating backwards on ice.
You got a harness on. It's got a safety thing above it so that if you fall, it doesn't cut you up. So you fall and you kind of Superman above the treadmill. It's pretty cool.
It is cool.
It sounds kind of neat.
It is. It's really neat. It's Athletic Republic makes the treadmills, and they let us use it so that if they have anyone coming in to check out their treadmills, there's one here in town that they can go look at. It's pretty cool.
Now, of course, because of the fact that there's not a ton of rinks around, and I don't understand why. I've never understood this. I'm going to make this plea right now again to the state of Utah as to why we don't have more high school hockey.
Yeah.
I've never figured this out. We ought to be one of the kings of hockey with as much snow and ice as we have, but we don't. And so travel is sort of a thing. How much traveling are you guys doing? And
Some of our teams are traveling a lot.
A lot.
Yes. So our U18 team is the only team in the state. So for us to play anybody, we have to.
You're going out of state.
We're going out of state, or playing a younger, like a 16 and under, Tier 1 AAA team. So they're, a little bit faster than us, but younger. So there's not much competition for some of our teams. The team that Andrew plays on, the 16 and unders, there's only 2 teams in the state.
So you play them a lot.
Yeah.
Let's try to create a rivalry.
For sure.
Yeah.
We travel 6 to 8 times a year and play in 3 to 4 to 5 game tournaments.
Okay.
So we try and get 30 games for the kids.
A little bit of expense for parents.
Yeah,
because of that.
Yeah, it's a little bit expensive, but there's awesome YSA helps scholarship opportunities. We do the Jan's Winter Welcome at the beginning of the year, so we try and help out a little bit. Obviously, we don't want to limit the amount of kids that can play based on finances, so we try and do as much as we can.
Yeah, best part about this city is this commitment to athletics
For sure.
that they have. It's awesome. Now, I've heard our producer or director mentioned this to me that NHL is looking to come to Utah. Have you heard this?
I
this
can't
rumor?
confirm or deny, but I mean,
you heard that?
I have heard that in the last couple of years. That I mean, high altitude training, in a cool town like Park City with stuff to do.
Yeah.
I mean, it just sounds like an NHL training camp.
I'll say, 3,000 people moving here. I think it's 3,000 a day, which is crazy, moving to Utah right now. So certainly starting to be able to support some bigger athletic teams. Wouldn't it be great?
It'd be awesome.
And I guess with Vegas, this makes some sense because they're getting a team. So, gosh, I hope so. Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah,
An
be awesome.
NHL team? Oh,
That would really.
man.
We'd go from 11 teams to 20.
Yeah.
Right? You really would. Yeah, you guys would be, you'd be
Yeah.
looking at to be in development or something like that, which you really already are. I guess, that's one of the best parts about this. There's a lot of opportunity in hockey. It's still not a saturated market, really.
100%. A lot of our kids, if they do want to make it to, the NHL level, have to leave home at 16, 17 years old.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the way it is everywhere.
Right.
Even in Canada, in small town Canada, they still have to leave home to go play in bigger towns to get noticed, play in front of the scouts, that
but
kind
you
of
got
stuff.
AHL, IHL, NHL. I mean, there's a lot of opportunities to get out there and play.
There's a lot of opportunities to get out there and play. And it's not like basketball or football where there's, millions and millions and millions of people playing. And actually for females, the sport has grown so much that there's huge opportunities for scholarship in women's hockey too.
That's right.
They actually have a little bit, I wouldn't say easier path.
There's an advantage right now.
A little bit of an advantage.
I think that's true of most sport, at least at the onset of
for
girls
sure.
entering the sport. I think there's some great opportunity there. Which brings us to an important question. I have to ask you, Andrew. Have you met a figure skater yet?
No.
No? Haven't fallen in love with a figure skater?
No.
Isn't that what's supposed to happen?
We keep them apart.
Yeah.
It's really a smart move.
Yeah, the figure skaters are nice and early. We're in the afternoon. So.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably a good plan. Because we had a couple of really, really cute figure skaters in here
Don't tell him that.
with Disney on Ice, and I could introduce you. They're here all weekend.
Okay.
You all for that?
Yeah.
Of course you are. You're smart. Michaela, one of them. That's her name. I don't know if that sounds good
No,
to you,
not
but she
familiar.
seemed really nice.
Okay.
So, all right. Well, we might have to do that. I got to ask in finality here. We're kind of running out of time, but I want to ask about the regime to keep these guys and some of the girls fit. What do you guys do?
So we work with a local trainer with our older teams, and we run sprints, do weights and stuff with her about once a week.
Are you Herb Brooks level of director? Are you like out there like running the lines?
I wouldn't say
20
quite
times.
Herb Brooks-ish, but I've definitely been known to put the kids through the paces here and there.
It's good.
I mean, obviously you don't want to. You want to make sure that they're not losing faith and wanting to get out of their rink as soon as they walk in because they know what kind of practice it's going to be. But we definitely keep them honest. That's
keep
for
them healthy.
sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You miss a couple of goals, man. You're going to do a couple extra lines.
Do it again.
Do it.
Blue line, black line, go. That's awesome, man. Well, I want to thank you guys so much for being here. This is terrific.
Thank you.
It's great to talk hockey. I can do this anytime. Come back.
Cool,
You're
for
always
sure.
welcome.
Okay.
For sure.
Bring some of the other players in. We'll talk with
We
them,
will.
especially some of the little guys.
There you go.
I would love to talk to them.
Get
That's
them out
gonna
here
be fun.
playing in their socks or something on the hardwood floor.
Awesome idea. I'm all for it. Let's make it happen.
Awesome, cool.
As always, thank you so very much. The
Thank
Youth
you.
Sports Alliance, Park City Ice Miners, 11 teams. There's a place for your kid if they want to play hockey, if it's their goal to be a Patrick Waugh, if it's, Mike Ruzioni, or I'm dating myself a little bit there, but, any of those great players, the great one, Wayne Gretzky, he started somewhere too. We've got some of the best opportunities right here in Park City, and the Park City Ice Miner is a great place to start. We'll come back with more here on the Mountain Morning Show with a full check of weather right after these messages. You're watching Park City Television.